People can smell desperate energy like bad body odor. It's strong, it's negative, and it repels opportunities and abundance. This is why desperate energy is ruining your life. Best way to get rid of desperate energy is to stop chasing. It's like the abundance of whatever you're trying to achieve is snatched away. Whether it's me trying to chase money, trying to chase my fitness goals, or trying my hardest for a YouTube video to blow up, it's like it grows legs and runs away. But as soon as I tell myself to relax and trust in divine timing, it all gets handed to me on a plate. Why? What is this weird pattern? It's because when you are desperately chasing, you're telling universe that you don't have enough right now and that you're not happy with what you have. It's been scientifically proven that we receive more of who we are, not what we want. So if your vibration levels are low and ungrateful, you're going to find yourself in more situations that are unfortunate. And the worst thing is, the more desperate you are, the more you'll find yourself in these unlikable situations and the worse you will feel. And because of that feeling, you will find yourself in even much more lower vibrations, and the more unfortunate situations you will attract. It's a loop that buries you to the ground unless you snap out of it. So let's look into how we can tell if you are in desperate energy. You are making impulsive decisions. If you're currently feeling a strong sense of urgency and find yourself making impulsive decisions without considering long-term consequences, then it could be a sign of desperate energy. Wow, it's like the sun ran away. These are the worst decisions to make, as they can lead to bad decisions, ergo more of how you're already feeling. For example, if you're single and you're comparing yourself to your friends who are in a happy relationship, and you feel this urgency to also be in a relationship, so you try to find someone as soon as possible so you can fill that void, then you're likely to end up with the wrong person at the other side of the dinner table. Because you are so desperate, you're ready to snatch anyone who wants to take you on a date. So you would say yes to people whom you're not even attracted to that much, just because you want to show others that you are in a relationship. For what? Why do you care what everyone thinks? And I am a life coach, so I ask a lot of tough questions to my clients. So when I'm asking you such questions, understand that I'm coming from love. Another example could be that you made an impulsive decision in your business and it has led to loss of money when you are actually desperate to make more money. Another way to tell that you are in desperate energy is if you are feeling impatient. A constant feeling of impatience and frustration, especially when things don't progress as you'd like it to be, may indicate that you are operating from desperate energy. Oh my god, I can relate to this. I have tried to rush so much in the past few years because of the impatience that I have felt. My husband and my family could tell how desperate I was. And for what? Just so I could feel successful and tell the world that I am successful. But even when I did achieve my goals, more goals were born on top of that. And I'm stuck in this never-ending cycle of never feeling satisfied. When you're consciously impatient, you may become more anxious about everything not happening as quickly as you want. It can increase stress levels, negatively impacting your physical and mental health. My impatience caused me so much anxiety that most of my days were spent in fight or flight mode. My nervous system was wrecked, so I knew that there are things that need to change within me. Seeking external validation. Although I've already hit on this point a little bit, seeking external validation is a common behavior associated with desperate energy. It means you rely on approval, recognition, or acceptance of others to feel a sense of self-worth and fulfillment. When you operate from desperate energy, you might engage in this behavior as a way to compensate for your inner insecurities. Seeking external validation becomes a way to temporarily forget about these insecurities by receiving approval from others. Those with desperate energy may fear rejection or criticism, leading them to seek constant reassurance from others. The fear of being rejected intensifies the need for external validation as a means of emotional survival. Desperate energy can drive people to engage in people-pleasing behavior, where they prioritize others' needs and opinions over their own. This is an attempt to gain approval and maintain a sense of belonging. Let's, for example, take social media, because social media platforms have become a significant source of external validation. Constantly seeking likes, comments, and followers as a measure of self-worth is a common behavior associated with desperate energy. I'm not saying everyone on social media is desperate, but there are an increasingly alarming number of people who feel desperate and seek external validation. Another way to tell that you are desperate is if you are neglecting self-care. If you are neglecting self-care activities such as proper nutrition, regular exercise, and sufficient sleep, it may suggest that desperate energy is influencing your behavior. For example, due to pressures of various demands, you are skipping meals, you are not sleeping well enough, and you're neglecting your regular exercise, believing that these activities are taking too much time away from solving your problems. Instead, you choose to constantly try to keep yourself busy with pressures that are slowly consuming your soul. If you consistently feel overwhelmed by life's challenges and find it difficult to cope, you might be operating from desperate energy. This can lead to a sense of feeling trapped or stuck. It could look like you dealing with multiple challenges at once, financial issues issues, relationship issues, and work stress. And this makes you feel completely overwhelmed and unable to cope. You wake up, you think about it, you go to sleep, you think about it, wondering how you can overcome this problem and find a solution. Financial stress can be a big one. You are trying to pay off your bills whilst trying to have a life and also be able to put something in your savings. Now that you know how you can tell if you are in desperate energy, what are a few ways to overcome it? The first step is to acknowledge that you are actually in this energy. You can't overcome it if you can't accept the fact that you are actually feeling desperate. There is absolutely no shame in it. We have all been there. And if you can't, then you are in denial and none of these next steps are going to be helpful. The next and my favorite one is to slow down. Now, how can we do that? We can do that by getting out of our mind and into our physical body. Have you ever tried to watch nature and felt like the time is going so slowly? Same with watching the clouds. That's what you need to do. Our brain is not meant to be thinking 24/7. And this is why meditation is so popular, because it gives your brain a rest from thinking and makes you feel relaxed. If you're in desperate energy, try to get out of your home and visit a park. Sit there on the bench, try not to use your phone, and appreciate the beauty around you. According to the scientists, the green color of nature itself is extremely relaxing. And whilst you're at it, try to take some deep breaths. I promise you will feel so much better. Next one is to create a daily routine with some non-negotiables. If you don't have a daily routine, this is 2024. It's time to have one. Establish a daily routine where you sleep on time and you wake up on time. And make sure to include all of the self-care activities that I've already previously talked about. Exercise needs to be non-negotiable. You don't need to go to a gym. It doesn't need to be perfect. You can go for a 25-minute walk in nature. Take your earphones with you and listen to an interesting podcast. And sleep is super underrated. I feel like when I don't have quality sleep, my brain goes into this overthinking mode, which then causes me stress. If your sleep is quality, your next day will also be quality. You will be in a better mood, which can help you overcome desperate energy. Notice your thoughts. Your thoughts are extremely powerful because your thoughts create your results. And this is why it's extremely important to filter out the negative ones. All feelings come from a thought. If you are feeling desperate, then ask yourself, what is the thought behind that desperateness? It could be, I will never find a partner, or I'll never make a lot of money. Your thoughts create the feeling in you, which then decides your vibration. So essentially, if you can be aware of your thoughts, you then have the power to change your vibration. So change your thoughts to, I have everything I need right now, or I'm grateful for everything I have. Try to repeat this thought in your brain for at least 1 week. Your brain will slowly start to accept it and you will start to feel more grateful. The feeling of gratefulness and desperateness cannot coexist. And so the more you are in the state of gratefulness, the less desperate you will feel. The last tip would be to set realistic goals. Break down larger goals into smaller, manageable goals. And every time you achieve a small goal, you have to create a habit of celebrating it. This will make you feel like you are progressing towards the big goal and will help you build confidence to achieve it. Alright my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. I am an accredited and mindset coach helping women manifest their goals through brain-based coaching. If you are interested in working with me privately one-on-one, then click the link in the description for my calendar to book a complimentary consultation. In this call, we can decide whether we are a good fit. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video if you found it valuable. Take care and I'll see you guys next time.